to the second semi-final. Already through to the grand final, the might and muscle, drive and determination for a tight tussle. The cutting blade of Exterminator!
Exterminator!
Joining them, the reigning champions Tornado with a similarly relentless style, all push and shove. Durable and powerful.
Team Tornado!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Yes! Tonight, our second 8 heat winners return for the last of our semi-finals. These are battle-hardened warriors with fame just around the corner. But fame costs, my friends, and here's where they start paying in blood, sweat, and sump oil. Our robots face a grueling knockout competition, but in the end, only 2 can return for our grand final, Robot Wars, the Armageddon. So, let the semi-finals begin.
Coming up, 4 terrific tussles, M2 and Atomic, Typhoon 2 and Thermidor 2, Storm 2 and the Grim Reaper. First up though, Mute, winners of Heat L, as they destroyed Judge Shred with a hop or 2 along the way. And now fight Firestorm 5, who knock Bam Bam out, Reptiran out, and then Ripper in the Heat P final.
From Langley Moor in County Durham and number 2 seed, Firestorm 5.
Third in the 5th Wars, third in the 6th Wars. Can they go one better?
Second seed are here. You've got through.
Yep.
You are up against another flipper.
Yep.
Mute. It's flippin' hell out there. Do you like that one?
That was good, that one.
Yeah. Cheers. What's your tactics going to be?
Just go for them again. Just go straight in. I don't think they've actually managed to get under anyone so far. So I think they've been flipping Pete with the back flip that they've got. So we'll just see how it goes.
Good luck out there, you two.
Thank you.
A 2-wheel drive wedge-shaped flipper at 94 kilos, fast manoeuvrable, but it is only 2-wheel drive.
From Stoke-on-Trent in Staffordshire, Mute.
Came to the fore in the Robot Wars New Blood Championship.
Mute, semi-finals, how are you feeling?
At last we've got through to somewhere that's made us recognised now as a fully fledged robot here, and the robot's now going to be seeded.
That's correct. Your robot will be stopped in the street and asked for autographs, as will you 3. You are now fighting Firestorm. They are the number 2 seed.
This is going to be a tough one, so we're going to give it our best shot and just hope that everything stops intact, because 2 flippers again against each other, it's going to be frenzied.
Full pressure CO2 flippers on this wedge-shaped robot at the front and at the rear. High velocity, extreme composite armour, 4 kilos of CO2 on board.
Roboteers, stand by.
To look at the teams then, Adam Emmett, Daniel Emmett and Jeremy Honcock. So Mute. And there's Graham Bone and Hazel Heslop, recently engaged. There's Matilda. Ooh. And also in the arena for the House Robots, Sergeant Bash.
3, 2, 1.
Firestorm 5 in underneath Mute. Mute with 0.6 centimetres of ground clearance. 96 kilos is the heavier, would you believe it? Firestorm 5 relentless, pressurising. Mute hopping away. Expending CO2 all the while here. A little bit of inexperience showing perhaps. Oh, it looks dramatic. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, Fred Astaire will be proud. But Fred Astaire will be beaten by Firestorm 5, I would guess. And Firestorm 5 away and across the arena floor. A done. I think Mute was knocked into unconsciousness, but it's knocked out of the arena anyway. Inexperience show for me.
Cease.
Too tight to the arena side wall. They daren't try and self-right. Not from there. They'd have hopped out themselves. And Firestorm, the coup de grace. Measuring, clinical, and there's the kill.
Well, Mute's self-writer is all wrong. Firestorm, they go burning through. Look what they're going to do to your robot. Come here, come here. Look what they're going to do. How did your robot get that far out of the arena?
Pressed the flip and release button and it kind of fired itself out.
So you flipped off the back of them then?
Yes.
Because you had that awkward dilemma there. You were there, and if you self-righted, you were going to hurdle the barrier, weren't you?
It's a bit, save a bit of face, I think, throwing ourselves out.
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, Harry Carey. Listen, when you've got a self-righter that can't get you back on your wheels,
it does eventually.
It's not a self-righter, is it?
It does look good though.
It looks brilliant. I mean, doing somersaults.
Not much use, but
it's not going to win you battles.
No.
And when you're up against the second seeds,
when we came down that once, we seemed to put a couple of scrapes on Firestorm 5. So
you're hoping for a damage thing where from the dizzies.
It forks down into them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, the great roboteers, they are Mutes. They're mute, but they can't half talk. Easy peasy.
I was worried going into it though.
Was you?
Yeah. I mean, the way the flipper works, if they had been slightly lower on the ground, then we would have been probably out the arena.
Because it is powerful, isn't it?
Very powerful.
But they couldn't get underneath yet.
No, we just had that edge. We've got the removable strip on the front, so if we take damage, we can change the strip, so we really low.
Second seed, pressure's on.
It is. There's not many seeds left.
You always get through to the finals. You always get through to the finals. So, are you going to make it this time?
I'll give it a good shot.
All right. Hope your luck holds out. Anyway, let's hear it. Firestorm! Join me after the break for some down and dirty, destructive devastation when Robot Wars semi-finals continues. Welcome back to Robot Wars and the last of our series semi-finals. 8 heat winners are fighting head-to-head to go through to the next round. So, let's see who's up next.
The number 14 seeds, Thermidor 2, Craig. They played cat and mouse with Mighty Mouse, but the lobster claws took the applause. And they'll meet Typhoon 2, my dark horses for this whole championship. In their heat final, they beat Iron Ore, and they told us they weren't even at their best then.
From Norwich, in Norfolk, and number 14 seed, Thermidor 2.
Their fifth wars, their second semi-finals.
How are you feeling?
A little bit nervous, but we're good.
You are up against Typhoon.
That's the little bit nervous bit.
They're a pretty mighty machine. Have you seen them in action?
We've heard bad things. I haven't actually seen them yet.
They're pretty powerful and they ripped Iron Ore to shreds in the last round. Absolutely took it apart. How are you going to defend against that?
We were just going to try and get in quick and hopefully flip them over before they have a chance to get their weapon up to speed.
Improved from the 6th wars with more flipper power. Has 15-mile-an-hour top speeds. A limited gas supply, though, is a major problem.
From Edinburgh in Scotland, Typhoon 2.
The heavyweight daddy of a previous lightweight and middleweight champion machine.
You absolutely tore Iron Ore to shreds in that last bout. You have been a massive hit with the fans. Tell me a little bit about the machine. How do you manage to do that?
Well, inside the robot we have 4 wheels which are independently driven by 4 motors, and they are then split into 2 subsystems inside the robot, so if we lose half the drive inside the robot we can continue on battling.
That is very clever. That's nicely thought out. And I believe it's designed like an aircraft or something, Squadron Leader was saying.
Yes, that's the same principle which is in most modern aircraft.
Wow. So what's going to be your tactics in this one? You are up against Thermidor, the lobster.
Well, our strategy is to immobilize our opponents using our disc. But however, our tactics, I'm sorry, I can't tell you there.
Military secret, of course, I keep forgetting.
On the outside of that rotating disc, 4 claw hammer cutters. Absolutely devastating when it gets up to full speed. But at low speed, it is unstable and can topple.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the teams then. First of all, Thermidor 2, Dave Harding and Ian Harvey there on the left. And the boys from the Edinburgh Air Cadets, Corporal Gary Cairn, Sergeant Graham Horn and Flying Officer Peter Bennett, and Sir Kilolots in the arena. And alongside our Knight of the Robot Wars realm is a commoner, Shunt, by the name.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Typhoon, getting up to speed, whirring, buzzing. Can Thermidor 2 keep up with them at 15 mile an hour top speed? You can feel the effect of Typhoon's 2 slam from up here, and I think that has done for Thermidor 2. That is immensely powerful. This spinning, whirling dervish of a robot. 1 slam on Thermidor 2, and it knocked it out. It was as simple as that. Flying Officer Bennett looks on, a business development director for Euro Radar. And I think Thermidor 2 is about to go off the Robot Wars 7th Wars radar chart, don't you? Oh dear, punctured by Shunt. How much work has gone into this? How many hours? How many hopes as they fought through their heats in terrific style yet again? They reached the semi-finals of the 4th Wars. They were beaten by Pussycat there, and now the Lobster has fallen foul of the flying phantom that is Typhoon 2. Thermidor 2 out. Typhoon 2 through its first fight at this, the semi-final stage. Ooh, they look on as their machine is about to meet a grisly end. One day Sir Kilolot will just drop a beaten robot out of the arena. But here, broad lobster. Oh, Shunt. Oh, they crawl. It's not over yet. We've cooked it. And now we want to make some lobster soup, perhaps. First, to do that, take a lobster, put it on the floor flipper, and let it fly for a while. Cool off through the arena night air. He's almost licking his lips there, Ian Harvey. Lobster off the menu of Robot Wars for now. And then once you've tenderised the lobster a bit, you need to mash it up. The RefBot adjusts, positions. The timing has to be right, of course, in any good piece of cookery. Oh! We'll leave you to do the washing up. Spinning speed correct. Down it came.
Well, another seeded robot is spat out of the competition. Thermidor, they go out. Typhoon 2 goes storming on. Now, before you start crying, there's a no mercy rule, you know that?
Yeah, we know.
And the house robots didn't show you any mercy whatsoever.
No.
They did, actually, because they could have gone in for the kill and obliterated you, didn't they?
They did. They backed off, I think. They felt sorry for us.
Talk me through it. It was just the first hit.
It's not going to take long, is it? It was. They managed to. Our only chance was really to get them before they span up. They got away.
They ran away, didn't they?
Yeah, we thought we could slow them down enough, but whatever they hit, it knocked something out.
Never mind, guys. Disappointed?
Bit, yeah.
A lot of work's gone into that robot. A lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money.
Yeah, we'll repair it.
All right, then. Look after yourselves. Come back again. Let's hear it for Thermidor too. A nasty streak, you, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, girls are. Well, they're a sucker for a boy in uniform, aren't they? Have you seen all your groupies down there? Robo groupies in uniform. Talk me through it.
Well, our tactic, as ever, was to avoid them, stop them flipping us till we could spin up to a decent speed, and then just knock them about.
Well, you did spin up to a decent speed. Was that full speed, or were you sort of... There's more in the tank?
There's more.
When are you going to open it up, crank it up, and let us see what it really can do?
The thing is that it takes a long time to spin up, but we may in the final if we get there.
Yeah. So, you're feeling a bit confident then? We may in the final. All right, guys. Good luck. This is Typhoon 2!
Well, they've come in force to support Typhoon 2. They're through, along with Firestorm. Next up, Storm 2 and the Grim Reaper. Let's see how they got this far.